Look at this. In my church, they give you this card if you like are a first-time visitor and you want to tell all about yourself, so they can reach out to you or help you be more involved in the church. But then it also serves as taking notes as well. So I'm looking at some notes I took from the church I go to. It's called The Bridge. It's in Spring Hill, Tennessee. And this is something I wrote down that the pastor said this past Sunday. And I thought, this totally relates to hair loss. Here's something he said, quote, "Avoiding pain causes dysfunction and chaos." Man, that is a hard concept for many people to accept who watch my videos. So let me say it again. Avoiding pain causes dysfunction and chaos. If you hear any wisdom in what I just said, that is the wisdom of a Christian pastor, the pastor of the church I go to, The Bridge in Spring Hill, Tennessee. Avoiding pain causes dysfunction and chaos. Now here's why that's so relevant to this channel. So many people who watch my videos think that it's the other way around. They think that because they are experiencing hair loss, that itself causes dysfunction and chaos and pain. But in reality, it's the attempt to avoid the pain that actually causes the dysfunction and chaos. This thought of, if only I could keep my hair, if only I could not go bald, if only I could not have a receding hairline at age 25 or whatever it is, if only I could avoid that pain, then I wouldn't have dysfunction and chaos in my life. It's chicken versus the egg, it's cause versus effect, and it's a matter of perspective on what you think is the correct order of events. That's why I constantly focus on asking you and reminding you, what is the fundamental reason causing you to be bothered by your hair loss? Why is it that there are 20-year-old guys who are Norwood 5, who shave their head, who work out, and are some of the most confident people you know? Meanwhile, there's a 30-year-old guy who has better hair than I do for his age, and he's just fallen apart. I think it's a matter of perspective. And another thing that my pastor had said too, though, he said that so many times in life that we are looking through the windshield for our perspective, when in reality we need to be looking through the rear view mirror. And that's what I hope to provide. I hope to provide, in my advanced age compared to you, and the things that I've learned about life, to be that rear view mirror for you, so that you're not just looking straight ahead, looking at parts of life that you haven't experienced yet. Hey, you know what? I'm probably 20 years older than you. I've experienced a lot of things, and that's ultimately, I think, probably the number one reason people like to watch my videos, because there's so many people who aren't even losing their hair that watch my videos, and I think that's a lot to it. I'm serving as a mentor to you. In the age we live in, people are not hanging out in real life as much. So this concept of having a daily dose of this guy, like 2 or 3 times a day with new videos, feeding you rational, logical ways of thinking versus your own way of thinking, because so many of you struggle with looking in the mirror, looking at your perceived hair loss, and telling yourself that you're ugly, that you don't matter, that no one will love you, no one will like you, you're not worthy. You subconsciously tell yourself that when you look in the mirror, and then to make it worse, what do? Man, and you really, seriously, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you're asking the rest of the world for confirmation every time you swipe and every time you post something. That's, people don't say anything on social media. They're constantly asking questions. Do I matter? Will you still love me if I lose my hair? Like, ultimately, I think so, for so many of you, your life experience, your daily actions are going through a filter, and that filter is, do I matter? So I'm here to tell you that you do, and I'm here to tell you that you matter more than your hair loss. You are not defined by your hair loss. But some of you are. Why is that? Because anything you believe about hair loss is true in your own mind. So ultimately, I'm not going to be able to help some of you. As long as you remain locked in that sanitarium that you've placed yourself in, you're going to stay there. But the door is unlocked, and you can come with me and get not a hair transplant, but a brain transplant, a perspective transplant. Let's end the video by reminding you the truth. Avoiding pain causes dysfunction and chaos. You're going to learn as you continue your life that when you have struggles, and hair loss is the least of them that I've learned about in life, or even the fear that I might lose my hair, whatever. I've learned that when I embrace whatever that conflict or challenge is, it makes you a better person. It makes you or breaks you. And ultimately, you get to decide right now if hair loss is going to break you. For some of you, you're going to be losing your hair over the next couple of years. And I'm proud to serve in that journey to help you through it. Avoiding pain causes dysfunction and chaos. So if you embrace that pain, then you prevent dysfunction and chaos. That dysfunction and chaos becomes somebody else's problem, and you can't do so much to control other people's problems. But man, if you could embrace that pain that would cause dysfunction and chaos, if you could embrace that and step up to that challenge and accept that, you could be where I'm at, and you could be able to help other people through that struggle. Avoiding pain causes dysfunction and chaos. I know I've said it like 10 times in this video, but that's how important it is to understand how important that perspective is, because perspective changes everything, doesn't it? You can continue looking through that windshield, or you can start looking in your rearview mirror, that hindsight that I can provide because I have more life experience than you, and I'm more than eager to share it with you. Comments belong right here.